You ready to let the dogs out?
What?
Do what?
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Join Pet Pals TV's Patty Spitler as we celebrate our furry friends.
Cats, dogs, and all the critters in your family.
Celebrate the bond between pets and people and meet Hoosier heroes saving four-legged lives.
I love it. Good. I'm glad.
It's the Positively Patty Podcast.
I can't wait anymore. Me neither.
Now, your host, here's Wish TV contributor Patty Spitler.
Her name is Alie Pflum, and she is with the Indianapolis Zoo, and we're talking about all the critters there and what you need to know on the Positively Patty podcast. We're going to talk about the tigers and the macaws, and of course, want to talk about the sea lions, which I had just observed recently. So don't move. Listen, okay? And now on the Positively Patty podcast, it's Alie Pflum.
Hi, Patty.
And your title is?
I am the Conservation Public Relations Specialist at the Indianapolis Zoo.
Yay! I love our zoo. I love our zoo. You do such wonderful things, and especially with conservation and all that we're doing right now. I mean, let's save this world if we possibly can and do the right things. Let's start off with something that is going to be featured on Pet Pals TV, and sea lions. And I got to see them being fed when people watching. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so you actually were there for our sea lion chat, which happens every day at 9:15 a.m. And there you get to see our marine mammal trainers interact with our species, with our sea lions and seals. And that diet that when you see them feeding the sea lions and seals, that's actually a part of their diet, and it's all regulated. And it's really it's a way to get the guests interested in asking questions about, where the species, where they come from, how we feed them, how we take care of them, and how we enrich them in their lives here at the zoo.
And Jason is your marine biologist specialist.
Marine mammal trainer.
Marine mammal. And he has some wonderful things to say, too, because I was just surprised they were different colors. I thought they were all kind of like a tan, but some of them are really dark colored, too. And he explained about that, so you'll have to watch that on Pet Pals TV. Also, that they really trust humans. These aren't wild. They've been either rescued or they were raised by humans, and they trust the people that are giving them food.
Sure, yes.
Yeah.
Our trainers work so hard to form those relationships and establish that bond early. So I think we talk about how those species come here to the zoo, and then they make that bond, and it's reinforced by teaching them behaviors that help them.
Yeah,
so
they were waving,
waving their fins and lifting it up.
Yep.
So for inspections, making sure that our trainers are tracking measurements and growth and projections that will ensure that they are safe and healthy, and and they are surely enriched by our staff who deeply care for them.
And I know that we can't let them all go free, especially these. They're used to. They can't go out now in the wild.
No,
they're too used to humans, and they're spoiled.
Correct. Yeah, and a lot of these rescue situations, it wouldn't be safe to put them back in the wild. A lot of the species here at the zoo, they are very complex social creatures. So for us to take them into an environment and then release them in somewhere that we're not sure they could thrive is something that zoos take seriously, and it's a part of the intake process. And it's just making sure that we provide the best life for that animal.
And they now will live a nice long life and being spoiled and being nice and fat. And I love that. And they were just so cute. I think there's just something about sea lions that's so adorable. What else is going on at the zoo? Let's talk about that. You've got construction too.
We sure do. We have
boy.
Construction for a brand new entry experience that's going to debut in Memorial Day 2023.
Next year?
So next year,
okay.
Yes, we will have a brand new experience. It's going to be focused on our conservation efforts and how the Global Center for Species Survivals plays into the zoo, and really just introducing our guests to our conservation initiatives that are happening right here in Indiana and all across the world.
I love when I come to the zoo now, and of course everybody wants to get out again.
Sure.
And you're packed, not overflowing so that it's, you feel crowded in. But it's good to look around and see people enjoying themselves, young, old, everything in between. And for the most part, you're outside too. So even if you are a little reticent maybe about going inside, you can stay outside and see all the animals as well. And it's about as safe as you can get.
Sure,
I
yeah.
guess.
The guests, we have seen a wide range of population of guests. Of course, we're going to be busiest on those weekends when everyone has the time to make it. But we really encourage guests to try and come through the week to try and get that more intimate experience, to check our daily schedule and make sure that you stop by the chats of your favorite species. We have a flamingo mingle.
A flamingo mingle?
Yeah, you actually get the flamingos come out of their exhibit, and they.
I want to do a flamingo mingle.
Well, we'd love to have you.
I want to do that.
Yeah, let's set it up.
I always feel like a kid when I talk about the zoo. I'm so excited. Okay.
Well,
Good.
we love that energy, and like I was saying, we just encourage guests to really dive into the website and check out the species that you want to see. And oftentimes we have chats regarding those species where you can learn more and ask questions and really get the full experience of seeing those animals and then learning about them. And then the next step is what we can do to protect them.
Yeah, and I love all the things that I get to see there. Those little Arctic fox are so white and cute. The tigers, too, are soon going to be making a debut.
The tiger cubs will be making their debut. I believe that will be mid-September.
Okay.
We're interested to see how they're going to react. We're not sure yet. They are going to come out for a little bit in their exhibit, and our staff will be there to monitor and make sure that they are navigating their new space and having fun. So it'll be very exciting to see the cubs in their new environment.
And they have been around humans, too, since they've been born.
Yes.
So they're not afraid of the folks who are taking care of
Correct.
them. It's not your typical out of the wild type thing.
No.
Was it 2 girls and a boy? Is that it?
2 boys and a girl.
Oh, shoot. Oh, he's close.
You were close.
Are they with their mom, though? But
They are not.
They're not. Okay. Explain that a little bit.
During the birth, there was a little bit. There was one cub delivered naturally, and then our vets had to intervene and separate Zoya and her cubs, and then they witnessed that there was no maternal bond that they see.
Okay.
And recognizing and observing that relationship with Zoya and her cubs for a good while until they decided it was for the betterment of both Zoya and the cubs to separate them, because Zoya just didn't have that maternal bond.
Right.
So it was safest for cubs and Zoya to make that separation, and both cubs and Zoya are recovering and doing well.
How many tigers do you have now, then?
We have Pavel the male, and then we have Zoya the female, and then the 3 cubs.
So that's 5. That's good. Great.
Yes.
Well, I had another thing. I get so excited again. How are the macaws doing? I remember that you lost one of them, and then it came back, though.
Yes.
You found him again.
Yes.
So they're just beautiful.
They are beautiful birds, and we are happy to have them back in their habitat and safe. They are still doing their scheduled flights, and no mishaps or flyaways have happened, and that's typically what we see with our scheduled flights. Is
right.
Sometimes they'll perch up on a fence, but they always make their way home, which is what we like to see.
Well, he just wanted to go exploring a little bit, and then he came back home and said, okay, I've seen enough now. How are the orangutans doing?
They are doing great.
I love to see them.
They are just amazing and incredible, and I would encourage guests who don't know. Sometimes our president and CEO, Dr. Rob Shoemaker.
Oh, Dr. Rob, I love Dr. Rob.
Yes, he's wonderful. He actually does demonstrations with our orangutans, so you can see him in the Learning Center within the International Orangutan Center, sometimes doing demonstrations with our orangutans with their cognitive abilities. So it's really just fascinating and so interesting, and to see the research come to fruition, and knowing that our president and CEO is actively working to to make connections and understand these animals and share that with the public is just such a wonderful and unique experience that we have here at the zoo. So I always love to talk about that and encourage guests to seek that
looking in their eyes.
experience
What's the
out.
one that recognizes Rocky is the one. He comes right over to the window and looks at me. And now we're not allowed to touch them though. So
No.
you just no, ma'am, no. But they have a little bit of freedom too. They can go out and go up.
They sure can. The atrium, they can go up on the hunting trail, the Murder-Pulliam hunting trail.
Right.
And they can travel. The poles, I believe, are 80 feet high. So it is pretty incredible to watch them walk up this little ladder device and then hang out on a perch and just survey and take it all in. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, they are. I'm afraid of heights myself, so I wouldn't be a good orangutan.
No, they are not.
What else do we have? How are the elephants doing?
Elephants are great. We are still seeing herd development and good interactions within the group. Our trainers are constantly working with them, and we actually have Timbo Camp, which is an experience where you can come and possibly pet an elephant, just depending on the line and of course what's available. But we're really trying to find new ways to engage guests, get them excited about conservation and learn more about their favorite species and how they can protect them.
And the Indianapolis Zoo, Alie Pflum, it's just amazing the things that you do and the people that care. And you have the only conservation in the world, I think, that has all these people working there at one time, rather than just volunteering from different places. You have a group. You have a group.
Yeah, the Global Center for Species Survival at the Indianapolis Zoo is a hub of conservation community. Essentially, we have coordinators that are working with conservation organizations and contacts all over the world, helping advance projects for certain taxonomic groups. So we have a marine mammal coordinator who works with marine species. We have there's just a whole I could go on. There's an amphibian coordinator,
we could do this
do this forever, but essentially yes, we have a global center that connects conservation all around the world and right here in Indianapolis.
We need to do all we can to save our world. Thank you, Alie. You're wonderful. I enjoy, and I hope I get an invitation to come back and see your animals again soon. I really love our Indianapolis Zoo, and you know that.
Thank you, Patty. We appreciate you.
And we thank you for tuning in. This is the Positively Patty podcast. Go to the zoo. Yes.
Discover more pet-friendly stories at PetPalsTV.com and stay with Wish TV online at WishTV.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast and discover more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at AllIndianaPodcastNetwork.com.